We breathe it out thousands of times a day, and we usually just think of it as waste. But what if our entire understanding of carbon dioxide is, well, just wrong? What if it's actually the secret key to getting a handle on our own stress and anxiety?
All right, so first things first, let's dive into this huge misconception that pretty much all of us were taught in biology class. It totally shapes how we think about our breathing, especially when things get intense. Yeah, you remember it, right? From when we were kids? Breathe in the good stuff, oxygen, and breathe out the bad stuff, carbon dioxide. It's just framed as this useless byproduct that we need to get rid of, like, immediately.
Okay, but let's just challenge that idea for a second. What if that so called waste gas is actually the master switch for your body's internal alarm system? And what if learning to handle it better could completely change how you react to stress?
So, what's really happening when you feel that desperate urge to gasp for air? The answer is one of those aha moments that kind of changes everything you thought you knew.
This is where we completely flip the script. You'd think, right, that when you're holding your breath, your body is screaming, I need more oxygen. But that's not really it. The main trigger, the alarm bell that goes off in your brain telling you to breathe right now, is actually the rising level of carbon dioxide in your blood. Our bodies are way, way more sensitive to CO2 building up than they are to oxygen running low.
I mean, just picture a surfer getting tumbled by a big wave. That intense, panicky feeling that kicks in, it isn't because they're already running out of oxygen after just a few seconds. Nope. It's their body's hypersensitive alarm system freaking out about the rising CO2. It's hitting that panic button way, way before it actually needs to.
And that, right there, leads us to the key idea here, CO2 tolerance. It's really just your body's ability to, chill out and not overreact when that CO2 starts to build up. The better your tolerance, the less twitchy your internal alarm system is. It means you can stay calm and think clearly when things get stressful, instead of letting that knee-jerk panic reflex take the wheel.
Okay, so the science is super cool, but what does this actually mean for you in your day-to-day life? Well, this is where it gets really powerful.
Honestly, the benefits here are just wow. They're huge. When you train your CO2 tolerance, you're directly telling your nervous system to calm down, which can seriously help with anxiety and even manage symptoms of depression. If you're an athlete, this is a total game changer. It can help you run faster and longer because your body isn't working as hard. It can even help with things like inflammation and just give you a major boost in physical and mental energy.
So now you're probably wondering, okay, so what's my CO2 tolerance? Well, guess what? We're going to find out. Go ahead and grab your phone, just pull up the stopwatch app. We can do this right now.
Okay, I'm going to walk you through this step by step. It's super simple. First, just get comfortable and take 3 nice, normal breaths in and out through your nose. Easy. Now, on your 4th breath, take a big, full inhale. Got it? Okay, hit start on your timer and begin exhaling through your nose as slowly and as steadily as you possibly can, just a tiny little stream of air. The second you're completely out of air, stop the timer. And that's it. No holding your breath at the end, just one long, controlled exhale.
All right, time's up. What's your number? Have a look at this chart. If you got over 80 seconds, wow, that's absolutely elite. But hey, a lot of us are going to land somewhere in that intermediate or average zone, and that's totally fine. It just means your body has a moderate to high sensitivity to stress. But here's the most important part. Don't worry about your score. Seriously, this number is not permanent. You can absolutely train it and make it better.
So, how do you actually do that? How do you train this system? Well, the best part is you don't need a gym membership or any fancy gear. One of the easiest and most powerful methods is a technique called box breathing. This technique, box breathing, it's a total classic. You've got Navy SEALs using it, yoga masters, pretty much anyone who needs to stay calm under intense pressure. The whole idea is to make a box with your breath. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, all for the same amount of time. It's just incredibly good at hitting the brakes on your nervous system. Let's actually try one round together right now. You ready? Okay, inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, just gently hold that breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's one cycle. If you do that for just a couple of minutes a day, you literally start to retrain how your body responds to CO2. Okay, I need to get really serious for a second here. This is super, super important. Everything we're talking about today are dry exercises. You should never, and I mean never, practice holding your breath in water without a trained professional right there with you. It is incredibly dangerous. And of course, if you have any health conditions, especially with your heart or lungs, please, please talk to your doctor before you start any kind of breath training. Safety first, always.
All right, let's zoom out for a minute and bring this all together, because this is about so much more than just being able to hold your breath for a few extra seconds.
See, training your CO2 tolerance is really about rewiring your entire relationship with stress. It's about learning how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You're taking back conscious control over a very deep, very primal panic response. And that is a skill that will help you in pretty much every part of your life.
So look, at the end of the day, you have this incredible built-in superpower for managing stress. It's literally your own breath. The only real question left is, are you ready to learn how to use it?